Women in the Bahraini village of Samahij have staged a rally against the Al Khalifa regime. The women chanted slogans against King Hamad Al Khalifa. The demonstration comes a day after Saudi-backed Bahraini forces killed 2 opposition protesters, including a woman. Anti-government demonstrations continue across Bahrain despite the regime's brutal crackdown on protests demanding a constitutional monarchy. Saudi-backed troops have killed dozens of people and arrested hundreds more since protests began in February. They've also kidnapped many people, including opposition figures and journalists, as well as teachers and students. Meanwhile, UN Chief Ban Ki-moon has called on Bahrain's king to uphold international human rights norms in dealing with opposition protests.
In other news, a decision to reinstate Bahrain's Formula One Grand Prix this year has sparked widespread criticism. Several teams, including Mercedes and Red Bull drivers and promoters, are discontent and find the decision unacceptable. Some teams have even threatened to withdraw from the race. Motor racing authorities have scheduled the event for October. It was originally called off because of Manama's regime crackdown on popular protests in the Persian Gulf Sheikhdom. Human rights groups have also condemned the decision. They say allowing Bahrain to host the event damages the push for human rights in this country.
Iraq's Coast Guard has prevented a humanitarian supply ship from setting sail for Bahrain. The vessel was carrying food and medical supplies for protesters suffering from the brutal crackdown on Saudi-backed forces in Bahrain.
So that we hope that the regime of Bahrain understand our strength, understand our aims, don't have any aims, just the humanity aims. We need to help our people in Bahrain. That's all.
A number of doctors and over 80 members of Iraqi civil society were on board the ship. Organizers say Baghdad has bowed to pressure from Bahrain. This after the Manama regime threatened to attack the vessel if it was allowed into its waters.
The government of Bahrain have made their intention clear. They have sent a letter to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Iraq threatening the ship and threatening the people on the ship if they get into Bahrain territorial waters. Do this, it is very questionable that the government of Bahrain is now seriously interested in dialogue. I believe and that I hope that I'm wrong on this, but all indications are that they want to pursue this policy of repression at the behest of Saudi Arabia, which has sent troops to assist them in repressing the people of Bahrain.
Now, Russia is warning that NATO's military operation in Libya is moving toward a land campaign.